Hello YouTube, welcome back to my channel, and in this video I'll be doing a quick speaker test between the HTC One M8 with its Boomsound front facing speakers against the Alcatel Onetouch Idol 3 with the front facing JBL stereo speakers. Now both of these phones have excellent sound and I'm very excited to see which is the eventual winner at the end. We will definitely jump to a conclusion by the end of the video and see which wins the battle. Obviously there has to be only one winner, so we will definitely come to that conclusion right at the end. Let's run this video that I've downloaded. We'll just run it on both the phones a few times, and then eventually at the end I will use the sound meter which I've got on my phone actually as an app. As you guys know, I have a sound meter on me as well, but unfortunately that stopped working for some reason, and I only found that out this morning that my sound meter is not working. So I'll be using this app which I've installed on my Oppo R7 phone. So I'll be using this app to measure the sound coming from both the phones. I'll keep it at the normal distance as well, but before doing this, let's quickly run just a random test without the meter and see how it sounds to our ears. So first of all, let's start off things with the Alcatel Onetouch Idol 3. By the way, I forgot to tell you guys, both phones are at max volume, so it's a fair test, just to let you guys know. So let's carry on. As you can see, I mean, from what I can hear, I don't know if you can see or hear on the camera, but I think the HTC Boomsound is a bit more on the heavier side, whereas on the Alcatel Onetouch Idol 3, it's got more treble to it. The pitch is definitely higher on the Alcatel, but the sound is not as refined, I would say, as it is on the HTC One M8. It's more refined, it's more directional, whereas on the sound on the Alcatel, it's a bit, I would say, distorted, especially at max volume as well. So it just seems to be going all over the place. They've tried to create this surround sound effect, but I think it's working fine. Don't get me wrong, it's very nice, but I think the sound on the HTC One M8 is a bit more punchier, even though it lacks on the treble side. I must admit, treble on the Alcatel Alcatel Onetouch Idol 3 is a bit more on the higher side. It's definitely got a higher pitch, but the overall sound, I think I slightly prefer the HTC One M8. Yeah, it's got more refined sound, it's more directional, and it's got this nice balance to it, whereas this hasn't got as much bass to it, the Alcatel, but and then the sound has got more treble, but it's not refined, it's not uniform, and it's not directional. That's the way it lacks. But I think still it's a very good effort by Alcatel, and I think it's very comparable with the Boomsound. So let's play it a few more times, and then I will bring the sound meter in, and we will see which phone sounds louder. So let's do this again quickly on the Alcatel Onetouch Idol 3. and bass is definitely more on the HTC One M8. It's got this nice metal unibody aluminium construction, so obviously I think it's just somehow is able to produce more bass as compared to the Alcatel One Touch Idol 3. Now let's bring the sound meter in and see how it fares up and which phone sounds louder. So first of all, let's do it with the HTC One M8, and guys, keep an eye on this sound meter right on top. This will give you a reading as well, and also here, as you can see, it will give you the max reading. So let's reset this and do it now. As you can see, it was fluctuating between 17 and 80, but it got a maximum of 84 decibel. That was the max achieved by the HTC One M8. Now let's reset this, keep the phone at the same position, and let's do the same on the Alcatel. Okay, according to the meter, says it went up to a maximum of 85 decibels, and that probably is because like I said, the pitch on the Alcatel is a bit higher than the HTC One M8, and because it's got more treble, and treble takes the pitch all the way up, so that's why it's probably hit 85 decibels. Obviously this is my voice now, that this is a different reading, and that's why I was able to read just 1 decibel more than the HTC. But be rest assured that in my opinion, I think the HTC One M8 is definitely louder, and because of the higher pitch, the sound meter might give you the reading of a higher decibel as compared to the M8. So I tell you what, let's do this once more just to eliminate that possibility, and hopefully we'll have the same result. Okay, let's do the same on the Alcatel. Now reset this. Okay, as you guys can see, it reached 85 decibel yet again. So according to the meter, the Alcatel One Touch Idol is 1 decibel louder than the M8. Well, I'm not going to disagree here, but because like I said, the pitch on the Alcatel is higher, the treble is more, that's why the treble hits the peak pitch, and that's why the meter gives more reading. But all in all, I think definitely a very good competition, and I have never seen any other phone come in quality and loudness as close to HTC as the Alcatel. So in my opinion, I think the eventual winner, in my opinion, is going to be HTC One M8. Not because it's louder and not because it's less louder. They almost sound the same. 84 decibels and 85 decibels. In my opinion, it's almost the same result. But because the Alcatel has slightly higher pitch because of more treble coming out, that's why it sounds slightly more louder than the HTC One M8. Then guys, but do remember, just speaker being louder doesn't mean it's better in quality. As you can see from here, like I showed you earlier in the video, the HTC One M8 has more refined sound, is more directional, it's more punchy, and it's got a bit more bass to it as compared to the Alcatel One Touch Idol 3, which has more treble, definitely for sure, no question about it, but it's not as bassy, and the sound is not as uniform and as directional and as, you know, proper as it is on the HTC One M8. So in my opinion, I think the HTC One M8 is definitely a winner here, but credit has to be given to Alcatel where they deserve. I think for a phone which only costs you 178 odd quid as compared to a phone which cost you almost £400 to £500 when it came out new. Even now, It's been 1 year old. It's been 1 year since it's been released, and still it's around 350 mark. And this phone Alcatel is still cheaper than the HTC One M8. Obviously, in raw power, the Alcatel cannot beat the raw power and offer on the HTC One M8. But in the sound department, I think Alcatel have done a very good job. It's a great effort, and anybody who's a music lover who loves to hear music from front-facing speakers or watching films, if you end up buying the Alcatel One Touch Idol 3, guys, you will not be disappointed at all. It's very, very close to HTC One M8, and probably one of the best speakers I've heard after Boomsound speakers. So guys, if you like my video, like always, please give it a thumbs up. If you agree or disagree, please feel free to leave comments in the comment section. And like always, guys, please subscribe to my channel as it helps, and I will see you in the next video.